Good morning, everybody. It's Mark. It's Thursday, and we're back here for T3 Live. So, if yesterday was one indication or any indication of what's sort of happening, you got to get out of this market. It's going to slow down tremendously by 11:30. Like I said, earnings are beginning to get behind us. We're at the top end of our trading range. We're right now hanging out. We're doing a little back and fill, nothing that's really worth saying you can take another dip into the market, and at the same time the shorts I don't think are going to get paid the way they want to also. So that being said, strategic wise, best in breed is still working. You just have to be a lot smarter on your prices, and you got to be a little more specific. We're not in this market where you can just, after last Thursday to Friday, what has happened, we've had a big move. And at this point, we need some more basing. So I continue to concentrate on the earnings plays. We talked about the home builders yesterday. They had a decent move. I know they were downgraded. Toll was downgraded this morning, just FYI. So they still look like they're on an uptrend, a longer-term uptrend. Not the most exciting stocks out there. Apple, it's down a little bit this morning. It gets down to 615. I think it's a buy with two hands. Probably use a stop at 610. For a move back to highs, I think. So that would be 630, 640. But that's a good risk versus reward scenario. We'll give you a day trade. Every day it gives you a day trade. It's just a matter of how you do it. But it's been out of play for the last 2 days. Price line was the beater yesterday. Didn't really give you any sort of buying opportunity. And I was saying that it reminds me, excuse me as I lose my voice, it remind me very much of CMG. These big growth stocks come out with earnings that are a little below expectations, growth slowing. They're there for the multiples are there for a reason. Once they miss earnings a little bit, they get beaten up, and that's what happened with Priceline. It's an avoid for me right now. I don't think it's going to bounce for a period of time. It needs to base for a long time. So just keep it on the radar, but understand that's my little more few week time frame on Priceline. Amazon's hanging in there relatively nicely. The banks are hanging in there, but they're trying to do a little back and filling. And overall, guys, CMG, I'm trying to see if it can base above 300. It just crossed over its 10-day moving average. Maybe it tries to find a new level above 300 for new buying opportunities. We'll have to wait and see. This is going to be one we're going to look back and you're going to be like, why didn't I buy it on the pullback? I believe, but we'll have to wait and see. So overall, guys, I'm not bullish, I'm not bearish. I think charts look pretty good, but I think we're going to have a slow market. So I think if you're not strategic in how you execute, you're going to be a little bit, you're going to be chasing your tail. I have one or two plays that I was looking at. I had the last few days, it was the FSLR GMCR show, and now I see a lot of people keep talking about it. The big move happened. Now they need to digest a little bit, move on. And that's the key. I'm also, some of these new issues, I talked about on my blog, PANW, thin, not for everybody, but maybe go back to some of these new issues that, look okay. FFIV, I really haven't played it since the, first day it opened, but it's one of those things I look at. New issues, they come around. One or two of them will become new stocks that hopefully, ideally, we can trade as time goes forward. And it's good to just familiarize yourself with them. KYAK's probably another one to keep on the radar. But overall, take a step back, second gear, last few weeks of summer, enjoy it. Overall, we're hanging in there in the market, in the tape. I think the 10, 20 days, 138.50, so we still have a little bit more room for me to say it's a solid buy on this dip. But any stock that is on an uptrend, comes back down to its 21-day moving average, I am taking a stab at it. And one of them that I'm doing today, and I tried it yesterday, it worked for a little bit, is LinkedIn. So it's something on my radar around 105, between 103.50 and 105. 103.50 I think is the 20-day. Hopefully that helps a little bit, but just be smart, and hopefully we have a decent market. Good luck, guys.